What's up guys, Volt here, bring you a brand new Fast and Furious car remake. In today's remake, I'm bringing you Suki's 2001 Honda S2000. Now you're probably wondering, why are you making this car? Well, actually this was a viewer requested car, and you know what? I like, interacting with my viewers, trying to give them what they want to see and what they want me to design and such, and see what they think of it overall, and hopefully are happy with the overall outcome of it. Again, this is GTA 5, guys. This is not a mod. This is the way that you can get the closest, I believe, variant of Suki's S2000. So what you want to pretty much do is start off with the car. Now the car I recommend is the Banshee 900, or just the Banshee, I think it is. I think it's 900R when you actually modify it up. So you want to go to Benny's original Motorworks website. And the reason I say to go to Benny's is because if you buy any vehicle from Benny's and upgrade it at Benny's, you then get the actual decent price instead of buying it from a different website. So go for the Bravado Banshee. It is only about $105,000, and you can make it look pretty nice. But the way we're gonna be making it look is a lot closer to her car, I believe. So hopefully by the time it gets done with this video, it will be nighttime so you guys can see the neon as well. So let's go into customize this real quick. I'll show you guys how to make this actual paint. It doesn't take too much to do. The reason I say it doesn't take too much, and it's not a crew color either, this is actually in-game. So it just has a certain pearlescent to it. Okay? So, again, like I say in all my videos, I go over the visual appearance, the aesthetics, and the overall look of the car. If you guys wonder about performance in that, that's all completely up to you, and any additionals that you want to add on is completely up to you as well. Like under the hood engine design, color, all that stuff, that is completely up to you. I just go over the basic look of how the car actually looks or should look in GTA 5 or GTA Online. So without further ado, let's get into the video and let's get into customizing. Alright, so for bumpers, I went with a stock bumper. I mean, all the other ones put carbon or rivets on the car, and you don't want that at all. Moving on from there, we're going to go to the engine block. Again, totally up to you. I just went with the primary valve covers. Change it to pink. Strut brace, I also went with just the basic strut brace. I like the basic strut brace. It looks like a teardrop or a raindrop. Looks really cool. From there, we're going to go on to the exhaust. Now, I believe her car has a double exhaust, double wide exhaust, or double, race exhaust. And we can't really get a straight back exhaust. The only one we can get is the twin carbon can, which is a double exhaust on each side of the diffuser, which we can't get rid of, which kind of sucks. But the closest thing I think to this car, most people I know mainly put on the chrome tip exhaust, and yeah, it does look good, but if you actually watch the video or watch some of the videos on YouTube about her car, or from the movie, most of the people put on the chrome tip exhaust. I think it is somewhat close, but I can understand where they come from with it. If you actually watch the movie back, she does have a double exhaust, so I went with the double cannons. Even though they're angled out, I still think it looks the closest to her design, her basic design. So that's what we're going with there. From there, we're going to go to the fenders. Make sure you have the rivetless rear arches. That way you have no rivets on the car at all. Nice, clean design. From there, we're going to keep the stock hood, because any other hood either puts carbon or rivets on the car and just makes it look not that great. So make sure you keep the stock hood. From there, we're going to go on the interior. You don't want any ornaments. The dash, I kept the stock dash because I think it looks the closest. Even though the gauges like these do fit a lot better, she doesn't have a single gauge in the front for the speed, or the RPMs, I mean. So this regular interior I think looks the closest. Doors, I went with none. She pretty much has stock doors. Seats, I went with the painted tuner seats, and I will go over them in a little bit. Don't worry about that. Steering wheel, I went with the Apex Clubman because her NOS buttons on her steering wheel are kind of on the actual steering wheel himself. They're not like Paul Walker's in his Skyline where they're up like this. They're actually on the actual wheel a little bit further down away from the logo, but this is about as close as you can get. For the light color, I went with a diamond blue. Now, the basic light color that they have for the car is kind of like a lime-ish mint green, I would say, and there is no other color that is close to that. Again, you guys could go with like a bluish silver or an ice white or a frost white, but I believe that the diamond blue color actually looks the best. and at night it kind of gives it a bit more of illumination and a bit more effect than the other colors as well. Moving on from the interior, we're going to do the lights. Again, lights are completely up to you what you want to run. If you want to make the car exhaust, keep stock lights. Most people say go for xenon, but that's just wasting your money, guys. The cars don't have xenon. Most of the cars don't have any xenon lights. They mainly have stock lights. So save yourself a little bit of money. From there, we're going to go to the neon kit. Neon layout's going to be front, back, and sides. And the neon color is going to be pony pink. You'll be able to see this neon a bit better probably when we get outside. From there, we're going to go to livery. Now, this is completely up to you. I went with the stoplight racer graphics. I know I went with this same exact design of the livery for my Dominic Toretto's Mazda RX-7. And, you know, her car does have a unique design to it. It's kind of like an anime version of Suki herself, which is supposed to be, on the side of the car. If this car came with a Princess Robot bubblegum-like livery, that would probably be even closer, or the closest thing that we could get to it. But it doesn't, so either I recommend either the stoplight racer graphics, or I recommend none at all. For me, in this video, right now, I'm going to be doing the stoplight racer graphic. From there, we're going to go to the plate. Now, the plate, I'm not really sure about. If I do find out what it is, I will put it on the screen right about now. And most likely, it's going to be a blue on white 2 or a blue on white 1. Most likely not either of these three. From there, we're going to go and save the respray for last, because that's one of the more interesting parts anyways. For the roof, now the reason I say the Banshee 900R is a very viable and a very the best option for Suki's car is because you can actually make it from the regular roof and turn it into a convertible, which we're going to do in this video right now. So make sure you make it a convertible, because that is what her car actually is. From there, we're going to go to the skirts. You want to make sure you go with the street skirts. You don't want the low skirts because they kind of bend out. You just want a straight down look to the skirt, so you want to go with the street skirts. Nice and clean. It also kind of fits the livery a bit better, makes the livery look a little bit cleaner. From there, we're going to go to the spoiler. Now, unfortunately, the spoiler that she has is close to this. The only thing is the top black part would be the same color as the car, like this pink right here. So this is a kind of a bit closer a little bit, but this is the way it mainly is. It is a high level lift spoiler. It's not really a low level one like this. So I definitely go with the drift wing. It's the closest thing that you can get to it. All the other ones either are, this one doesn't even look close to it at all. It looks really stupid. And the chassis mount ones don't look good at all. So I definitely would go with the drift wing. From there, you want to make sure you have a smooth rear deck lid. You don't want to have like a lip or a ducktail on this thing at all. Make sure you have it nice and smooth on that trunk. Okay, from there we're going to go into the wheels, and the wheel type is going to be sport. If you can either go with the alloy version or you can go with the chrome version. I do recommend going for the chrome version. It is a bit more expensive, but it is the ones that we're going to be going for, and they look the closest. The ones I came up that look the closest are organic type 0. I know a lot of people choose other ones, the Venom ones, which they don't look too bad, but I still think the organic type 0 does look the best. They have the middle part that kind of ducks in, and then they have the lines on the outside. If it had more spokes on it, it would be even closer, but these are the closest ones, I believe. I also have them on the slap dashes or slap jacks Toyota Supra as well. But yes, these are the ones I believe are the closest. Wheel color you can't change because they're going to be chrome. And tire design is just basic stock tires. Tire enhancements, if you want to make it a kind of drift vehicle, you can. A little bit later on down the road, just don't have bulletproof tires. It's completely up to you though. And tire smoke, make sure you always have white tire smoke. Never any colored tire smoke. I never see any colored tire smoke. Finally, we go on to the windows, and you want to add a little bit of a tint with the limo. Now, since it's going to be a convertible, you don't have to worry about looking around and not seeing like the windows around you being blacked out. And her car does have like the kind of, quote unquote sun strip across the top with the tinted window in the front. So it does kind of help out the car a bit more too on base design. Now, for the last thing, we're going to go to Respray. Now, the Respray is very interesting because I did not make a custom crew color for this. This is actually the LSC colors, or, Benny's colors, I guess you could say too. So, I'm going to change the car back to a basic color, and then we will transform it into what you see before your eyes. So again, I'll go to like the basic classic rolled steel. So this is the basic color. I'm going to show you guys how to exactly make the same as that color I had. So you want to go to primary, you want to go to metallic, you want to go all the way down into the pinks, and you want to look for the Pfister pink color. So you want to apply that first. So after you're done applying the primary color, you go to the secondary color, you apply the same exact thing, which is the Pfister pink, to make it all one color. Now you're probably wondering, oh, how do I get that kind of like a little bit of shine, a little bit of, you know, depth to the car? Well, in order to do that, you go back into the primary color, you go to Pearlescent, and you go all the way down to the bottom to the straw brown. That kind of gives it a little bit of shine, a bit more contrast, and a bit more depth to the car than anything. Okay, so that's the one you want to go for, is the straw brown, and that is the color that I had on as well. Now for the trim color, I went with a salmon pink. Again, it mainly covers her seats and the steering wheel, but the steering wheel is not a big deal. The seats are a big deal though. Her seats, if you actually look in the pictures I've been providing, are actually like a fuzzy, like light pink seat. So I was thinking Pfister might work, but they're just not light pink. They're actually the same color as the car. So I actually went with a salmon pink instead. They have come a bit closer. It could be a bit more pink and not really much of like a peachish color. But overall, I like the way it turned out. I think it looks a lot better. And the only thing I don't like about the seats is the straps down the middle. They're green. The interior is not white, and the back of the car, back of the seats are actually the same exact color as the car, so that kind of fits it a bit better too. Overall, I do like the way the salmon pink works for the trim. And that right there, guys, is it. That is how you recreate Suki's 2001 Honda S2000 from Too Fast, Too Furious. I think it came out pretty good. I am happy with how it came out. Again, there's a few things I wish I could change. The exhaust, I wish it was a straight back piped option. I wish the wing, you could change it to the color of the car or possibly choose a color for the wing. I wish the spokes on the rims were like more prevalent than, you know, just the way they are, like more spokes on them. And I wish there was a Princess Robot bubblegum or a closer livery to her car. But overall, you know, I am happy with it. I know that the base design for the Banshee 900R is like a Mazda RX-7 mixed with a Dodge Viper. So, you know, overall, I'm still happy with how it turned out. And most likely it's going to be night, so you're going to be able to see that salmon pink neon underglow as we come outside. So again, keeping those lights stock, you can kind of get the feel for them a little bit. Like I said, you could change them probably to like a yellow color or like a golden shower. I wouldn't make them too antique. Keeping them stock just looks good enough for me anyways. But you can always take them to the arena and customize them the way you want them. Again, you guys can customize the cars however you want. If you guys are watching this video right now and you're trying to recreate Suki's car, this is how you recreate it. See how the straw brown kind of gives it a little bit of accent, a little bit of touch of color to it, and kind of lightens it up a little bit at night, but not too much. But then when you come into the light a little bit, you can kind of see it a bit more. It doesn't overpower the livery either if you actually apply the livery. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys did enjoy the build of the car. If you guys did, be sure to smash that like button. It only takes a few seconds of your day to make mine. If you guys have any suggestions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down in the comment section down below, and I will definitely get back to you. As you see, I made this for one of my viewers. They suggested it. They also suggested the Morimoto's 350Z as well, and I already had that in the making, but it's good to know that I actually had that in the plans, and someone actually did want to see it. I believe I was actually the very first one to make that car as well. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long, so I hope you guys have a great day. Appreciate you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace!